Welcome to the Recaps channel. In today's video, we'll recap The Rental. Let's get started. Charlie and his brother's girlfriend, Mina, are searching for a rental property by the coastline. Charlie's brother, Josh, joins them, and they decide to rent a house on the Oregon coast for a weekend getaway. Later that night, Charlie and his wife, Michelle, talk about how Mina has positively influenced his brother's life although he is still pessimistic. During the journey, Josh brings their dog along, even though pets are not allowed. They agree to keep the dog hidden until they're alone. Upon arrival, they meet the caretaker, Taylor, who makes racist remarks towards Mina. He shows them around the house and offers to bring a telescope. Mina is upset about dealing with Taylor, but Josh assures her that they'll have fun regardless. They explore the backyard. Mina confronts Taylor about why he didn't accept her booking under her name. However, he avoids answering their question and instead advises them to follow the cancellation instructions on the website if they wish to cancel the booking. Later, Josh is playing with their dog outside, who barks and runs away. Josh chases after the dog and finds a basement door, but Mina stops him, mentioning the door has an electric code lock. Later, as Michelle and Josh walk along the shore, Josh expresses his fear that Mina might leave him at any time, feeling she's too good for him. He also asks Michelle if she's jealous of Mina's significant presence in her husband's life, given that they are work partners and close friends. Michelle admits she feels some jealousy. Returning to the house in the evening, they find Taylor has already brought the telescope. Mina finds it strange that he comes and goes from the house when they are not around. As they have a drink, Michelle reveals a small plastic bag containing pills. Michelle declines to take anything but encourages the others to have fun. Michelle goes to bed, and the rest of them enjoy each other's company. Mina uses the telescope to look at the coastline and peeks into other houses. Suddenly, she gets scared, claiming someone was watching them and looking back at her. Charlie checks it out too but discovers Mina was just playing a prank. Mina goes to check on Josh, who fell asleep on the couch. She then returns to find Charlie setting up the hot tub. They get in, and Charlie compliments Mina. Mina feels the same and they share a moment, but it gets interrupted by the dog barking. Later, while Mina is showering, Charlie unlocks the bathroom door, and they end up kissing again. The next morning, Michelle and Josh are eager to start the hike. However, Mina and Charlie are feeling unwell due to the drugs they took. Mina tells Josh to go with Michelle, and she will stay with Charlie. The two couples separate, leaving Mina and Charlie alone to talk. Mina expresses that they need to be smarter about their actions, and what happened the day before with the drugs was a mistake. Meanwhile, Josh and Michelle discuss how they met their partners, and Michelle finds out that Charlie was still with his ex when they first met. This revelation upsets her. Unbeknownst to them, someone appears to be watching them from a nearby bush. While Mina takes a shower, she discovers a hidden camera on the shower head. Charlie confirms it is indeed a camera and discovers another one in the other shower. They both realize they can't involve the police because then Josh and Michelle would find out about their shower encounter from the previous night. They decide to pretend it didn't happen and not mention the cameras to Josh and Michelle. Josh and Michelle return, and Michelle is still upset about Charlie cheating on her ex with another woman. She asks Charlie if he was already broken up with his previous partner, Zoe, before he started dating the other ex, but Charlie avoids giving a clear answer. Michelle points out that this seems to be a recurring pattern with him. Michelle suggests they take some pills again, but Mina and Charlie decline. Michelle becomes angry and searches for the drugs, taking some herself. Meanwhile, Josh is looking for their dog, Reggie, but can't find him. Michelle starts dancing alone and mentions calling Taylor to fix the hot tub, which they couldn't turn on. Josh suggests that maybe Taylor took Reggie and visited the house without them noticing, but Michelle dismisses the idea. Charlie advises against asking Taylor about the dog to avoid getting into any trouble. When Taylor arrives to fix the hot tub, Josh asks him if he had been at the house that day, to which Taylor denies. Josh then directly asks if he took their dog, but Taylor denies taking Reggie. Taylor proceeds to fix the hot tub, and Mina tries to calm down Josh, who is eager to find the dog and leave. Mina and Josh continue searching for the dog, and Taylor mentions that he won't report them for having the dog. Mina tells Taylor she wants to show him something and takes him to the shower area, warning him that if he does anything with the footage, she'll call the police. Taylor claims he doesn't know what she's talking about. Mina shows him the camera but he denies any involvement, offering to call the police himself. Mina tries to take his phone away, and hearing the commotion, Josh rushes to the bathroom to help. Josh starts a physical altercation, and Charlie and Michelle also enter the bathroom. Taylor is knocked unconscious by the fight. Mina explains about the camera, but the group is unaware that a mysterious man in all black enters the bathroom and chokes Taylor to death. They are all still outside the bathroom, trying to process what happened. Josh suggests calling the police, but Charlie fears it won't look like self-defense, and his own secret might come to light. Michelle decides to call the police, but Charlie stops her when he realizes Taylor is already dead. Josh doesn't understand how Taylor could have died from their fight. Michelle insists on calling the police, stating that Josh killed a man. However, Charlie is determined not to let his brother go to jail. He proposes making it look like an accident, suggesting that Taylor was drunk and stumbled off the cliff by himself. Mina realizes that Michelle called Taylor to fix the tub using her phone, which means the police could track back the call. Moreover, everything is on tape because of the camera in the shower head. They deduce that the camera is wireless, so the receiver should be nearby. Michelle is reluctant to cover up the incident and live with it. Charlie, Mina, and Josh decide to move Taylor's body. Charlie puts his belongings, including the telescope, back into his car and then goes to comfort Michelle. The group carry Taylor's body through the woods to the cliffside. They attempt to dispose of his body by throwing it over the cliff, but it gets caught on a rock below. Charlie tries to smash Taylor's head with a rock from above, with Josh's help, but they are only partially successful. Mina and Charlie head back, but Josh decides to climb down to the rock to eliminate all evidence. Meanwhile, Michelle is in the house and hears the sound of water running, but none of the bathrooms have running water. The sound is coming from another location. Meanwhile, Josh reaches the body and pushes it into the ocean to get rid of it. Michelle goes upstairs and sees the TV displaying footage of Charlie and Mina making out in the shower. Josh climbs back up, and they all head back to the house. The man who killed Taylor is following them, but they are unaware of his presence. Michelle starts to drive away from the house, but Charlie stops her. She confronts him about the footage, and he tries to explain it away as a mistake with no real meaning. Michelle doesn't say anything and just drives away. Charlie doesn't reveal the truth to Josh and Mina, only mentioning that Michelle had enough and had to leave. They decide to find the footage and leave the place. On her way out, Michelle's tire is damaged, causing her to hit a tree. Charlie receives a text from Michelle about the accident and says he'll check on her. Josh and Mina attempt to open the basement door with the code. Charlie reaches Michelle's car, but she is missing. Trying to call her, he discovers Michelle's lifeless body next to her phone. The man reappears and attacks Charlie, killing him too. Meanwhile, Josh breaks the lock on the basement door and goes downstairs. Mina follows, and Josh discovers Polaroid photos, which he hides from her. He expresses disappointment in not finding the control room and blames himself for getting them involved in this situation. Mina goes back inside, and there's a loud thud on the basement door, but she is no longer there. Josh returns to the house to check on Mina when he receives a text from Charlie. It's a voice recording of Mina and Charlie discussing what happened that morning. He receives another text, this time a video of Charlie and Mina being intimate in the shower. Hearing a noise from downstairs, Josh goes down and finds the killer waiting for him. The killer finishes off Josh and then goes after Mina. Mina heads downstairs upon hearing Josh's scream, but the killer is already there waiting for her. They fight, and Mina manages to stab the killer's face with a pen, giving her a chance to run away. However, her leg is injured, and the dark, foggy conditions, along with her red sweater, make it difficult to escape. The killer chases after her, and she falls into the ocean from a cliff's edge. The killer then packs up his tools and removes all the cameras from the house. He takes off his creepy bald mask while standing in the living room. Reggie, the dog, returns, but he refuses to be friendly to the killer. The man leaves without harming Reggie. Later, the man arrives at an old house where a woman shows him around and gives him the keys. He sets up cameras in this new rental, dons his mask again, and waits for other guests to arrive, continuing his cycle of violence. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed the video. See you again here on the Recaps channel.